And St. Louis is 3-8. I think St. Louis can be very loose, try a lot of things. They have everything in the world to gain, nothing to lose, so it can make a big difference.
Our little cats from Lincoln Mercury are tough on competition. Starting with October 6th production, our Bobcat has more standard equipment than last year. And Bobcat's sticker price, as shown, is $38.40. Yet comparably equipped, it's $181 less than a 78. Great, Bobcat. Our Monarch has handsome styling, luxuriously equipped, and it's right engineered. Monarch's price, just $45.58. That's class, Monarch. You'll find big values at the sign of the little cat.
When I press this button, a new era in photography begins. Polaroid introduces Sonar Automatic Focusing. This camera sends out inaudible sound waves that bounce off the subject and return in a split second. The lens automatically rotates to perfect focus. You can get a precisely focused picture every time in minutes at the touch of one button. The new Sonar One Steps from Polaroid, the world's simplest camera.
Such a simple miracle. In every glass of Gallo Premium wine, like hearty Burgundy, you can see the sun because Gallo cares. In every glass, you can see the good earth because Gallo cares. In every glass, the round and lovely grape because Gallo cares. You can see and taste the care that Ernest and Julio Gallo take. Go with the good wine. Go with Gallo Hearty Burgundy.
Next Saturday on the CBS Sports Spectacular, see highlights of the LA Times 500, plus the world's strongest men competition. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
All right, let's check it now. Offensively, Roger Finney is out at left offensive tackle with that chronic ankle problem. Young, Banks, Steve, and Deerdorf. Steve taking over the right guard as Wortman moves to the left tackle spot. Mel Gray, Pat Tilley, both with 40 catches for the year, and the tight end Al Chandler, who has 2 touchdown catches in the last 2 games. Jim Hart, boy, what a year this guy is having. Steve Jones is starting now at running back. Wayne Morris moves to fullback, replacing the injured Jim Otis, who's out with a knee injury. Third line, Jim Hart. Play action fake. He's going to throw on the first play of the game. He's got Mel Gray open, but he can't get rid of it. Mel Gray, the intended receiver, but Coy Bacon put the pressure on, but Hank, you could see Gray breaking loose. There is that forward wall. Lorch, Butts, who is now the 3rd leading tackler in the NFC. Dusack, McClinton, and Hamburger. What experience they have back there. And back deep, Gerard Williams going in place of the injured Lamar Perry, so Steve Jones carries for 5 yards to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 5 from the 25. Hart gets away to Steve Jones. He's got the first down, and Jones across the 35 up to the 40-yard line. And they say, Hank, that Jim Hart is not very agile, but he got away that time.
Yes, he did. And you know what happened on the left side of the ball? They sent Tilley in motion, and he broke inside of Mel Gray. Watch, Coy Bacon went right over the top of Jim Hart. He threw the ball outside in good shape to Steve Jones, and they made the necessary yardage for the first down.
They have 5 defensive backs in again on his 3rd and 11. In motion comes Pat Tilley. Hart stepping up. He's got Pat Tilley, but he didn't catch it. Tilley came back to the ball at the 49, but he trapped it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On defense, the St. Louis Cardinals are 14th in the against the run. Washington is 6th. Running, so there's quite a contrast, and Washington definitely has the advantage.
The Cardinal defense the last 3 weeks has played extremely well, as they have given up thus far only 2 touchdowns in the last 10 quarters. That shows the improvement. On a 2nd down and 8, here comes Thomas again. Arneson strings it out well. He has support from Ken Green. Nothing developed on that play. 23 points a game.
Yeah, they're playing much better. And Mark Arneson, that time, number 57, the right linebacker, really did a good job of stringing the play out and preventing Thomas from getting around the corner.
One of the underrated linebackers in the NFL, Eric Williams, number 55. As you look at the linebacking core, and there's Lee Nelson starting in place of Roger Worley. He has 2 broken ribs for the Cardinals, and they almost jump offside. On a 3rd down and 11, Theismann almost intercepted by Eric Williams. Williams on the pass intended for Mike Thomas almost came away with it.
Into the pocket, and Williams really gets a good drop, and really should have had, or I shouldn't say should have had, he had a good chance to make his.
He is 4th on average. Kicking inside the 20. And Bragg hits it high. Harrell at the 29. To the 35, he's got some running room to the 50, and Harrell may go. Willard Harrell is going to take it for the touchdown. And that is the first return of the year by the special teams of the Cardinals for a touchdown. That was a run of 70 yards.
He breaks it clean, and one thing about the kick, it was up in the air about 3.8, which is not very long.
Significant about that is the Redskins lead the NFL in holding teams to yardage on punt returns. We'll be back in a moment. From the 25, Theismann sends Buggs in motion. Back to throw. This is Buggs, and he's close to the first down. He had it and then backed up trying to get loose. Let's see where the market. He's out across the 35. Ken Stone made the stop. That'll be a first down, a 13-yard pickup on the play. Really distributed the passing very equally. First down. This is Mike Thomas. And you can see Ken Stone over there, or check that, Ken Green. And Green ran him out, and that's twice they've tried to go wide, Hank, and they just haven't gotten the corner turned at all. Service when Riggins was hurt, and that's the case today. Riggins did not practice all week. He has a torn ligament in his ankle. Here's Theismann on a third down, and 13, and he goes down.
There you see him going back into the pocket again. Watch what happens. There you see Zook.
To Ricky Young to give the Vikings the lead over San Diego. Third down, 8 yards to go. Theismann with good protection. Thomas, and you saw Eric Williams over there, and right now, Eric Williams is just over the football field. He's all over the place. But Will Harrell has done it today.
That's one of the trademarks of this football team. They've done a great job on especially teams, and so that was a very unusual play to have happened against the Washington Redskins.
Harrell this time is dropped short of the 50-yard line. A 43-yard kick by Bragg, a 6-yard return, and Ike Forte. He did. Here's a give now to Wayne Morris. Morris hurdling people. Comes across the 45. He's inside the 45 to the 44. Coy Bacon made the stop, and we have some people shaken up. Eagles, 7-0. It's second down here, 3. This is Morris trying to go wide. Mike Curtis is there. Also, Chris Hamburger read it well, but Mike Curtis, who just checked into the game, makes a big tackle.
Yardage for the first down.
You can see the Redskins making a lot of changes. They're mixed up out there. They got 5 defensive backs in. The Cardinals, by the way, have 3 wide receivers on this third down. This is Pat Tilley. Tilley to the 30, 25, and Tilley runs out of bounds. And I'll tell you, Hank, the Redskins were really confused on that play.
That's just a fraction longer and got himself squared away better as far as his footwork is concerned.
39-year-old Ron McDole is checked in at defensive end. We understand that Coy Bacon has a sprained shoulder. He may be back. Here's Hart on a 3rd and 10. Mel Gray. Dave Steve was there, and Steve got it. Steve for the touchdown. And that is that new rule, Hank, where you can deflect it from one of your teammates to the other. And Steve, who caught a 55-yard touchdown pass earlier this year, comes up with it.
Yes, ricocheted, but he had enough composure, and enough poise, and enough concentration. Here's Jim Hart looking, and he throws it right into the middle of the end zone.
Performer this year. He had 2 catches for 61 yards, one of a 55-yard touchdown grab. Now adds a 21-yarder to his credit. As the Cardinals have shocked the Redskins here, 14-0, and there's still 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first quarter this year.
Yes, it has. It happened last week in the game against Atlanta and New Orleans, and now we see it again. We see it again, and Steve, number 84, makes the rebound, jump ball situation. He responds, and touchdown, St. Louis.
Gerard.
Last 2 years, and they feel if we can do that to them, why, they feel good about it, and that's what's happening so far in this game.
Well, the last 2 years, the Redskins knocked the Cardinals out of the playoffs. They've won 5 in a row, 6 of the last 7. Joe Theismann on first down. Gene Fugit broke it up. And that ball was almost up for grabs because John Zook reached up and batted it down.
To his left, Zook gets the big mitt in the path of the ball, and it's almost intercepted there by Mark Arneson, number 50.
They have only one first down thus far in this game. They have a second down, 10, just short of the 30-yard line. Joe Theismann got protection. And again, John Zook reached up and got a hand on the ball. As you said, a third down and 10. Theismann with the protection again, and a fine defensive play by Carl Allen. Allen knifed in that time on John McDaniel at the 45-yard line. He picked up last week a former New York Giant, Harrell, who they're going to have to use some at running back. They probably don't want to use him also on the punts. Kicked by Mike Bragg. Gordon Bell got it at the 38, and Bell to the 42-yard line. Chandler now moving into the tight end spot. Hart to Wayne Morris. Morris, running room, 50, 45, and he fumbles the ball. I believe it's been blown dead. Let's see.
I think they blew it dead.
Yes, they did.
Here we see it again. Steve Jones, and again he cuts inside a gapping hole. A missed tackle there, and Scott, number 13, finally makes the initial contact.
Now we'll shift into the tight end spot. Hart on the second down. Got protection. This is Tilley. And Tilley to the 25-yard line. Boy, he had a lot of time to throw. Jake Scott made the stop. If you get the ball anywhere close to Tilley, he'll catch it.
Covering the outside receivers, Tilley cut underneath the coverage, ran all the way across the field from the left side of the field to the right, was wide open. Rid of the football that time too, Gary.
That was a 19-yard pickup. Here comes Wayne Morris. Morris. Look at those legs pump as he goes to the 20-yard line. Carl Lorch making the stop, but had a minute to go in the first quarter. Hart to Morris. There's a flag on the play. Morris is close to the first down. It's the Cardinals.
Yes, there was some premature movement.
No, wait a minute. You see Jones and Morris shifting around. Here comes Morris. He's got the first down and then some. Inside the 10. Ken Houston made the stop, and I would imagine that Bud Wilkinson would say this is the best Wayne Morris has looked all year. Stadium, the St. Louis Cardinals coming in here with everything to gain, nothing to lose, lead 14-0.
Is your gas doing everything it could for your car? Be sure with STP gas treatment, because it really helps. To keep a carburetor clean, fight rust in the fuel system, it even helps get water out of your gas tank. And it's easy to use. STP gas treatment, it really helps, so try it.
Yeah, for my car, it's STP.
Dad, when are we gonna get to Grandma's?
Dad, are we gonna get to Grandma's?
Darn, I forgot to put in Prestone.
Take out the old, put in the 2. Put in the Prestone, Prestone 2.
Protect against freeze-ups and corrosion. Take out old, weak antifreeze and put in America's most trusted antifreeze, Prestone 2.
Take out the old, put in the 2. Put in the Prestone, Prestone 2.
And when you flush your cooling system, use Prestone Super Flush.
Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special.
We're on the crowd yet?
No, but we're ready.
Okay, you guys, knock it off. I don't believe it. And a little something to go with it.
Lowenbrow.
Lowenbrow. And you guys don't deserve it, but my trout does.
When you want the taste of a truly great American beer, tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
Well,
Frank, we apologize. The beer's terrific.
Thanksgiving Day at 3 p.m. on CBS Sports. See Jack Pardee's Washington Redskins knock heads with Tom Landry's Dallas Cowboys. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
With Hank Stram, I'm Gary Bender, and the first quarter was all St. Louis, Hank. 6 total yards in offense for the Redskins. Look at the first downs. 7-1. The Cardinals have 137 yards in total offense. 6 for the Redskins. Time and possession. The Cardinals over 10 minutes. Washington just short of 5 minutes. It's first and goal at the 7. Of the game. Second and goal just inside the 5. In motion comes Steve Jones. Hart rolling that way. throwing, touchdown, Al Chandler, and Chandler now has 3 touchdown catches, 1 each in the last 3 games.
That time he rolled to his left, was wide open. There you see him in the end zone, wide open. He makes the catch. They add the extra point here.
The Washington Redskin crowd. We just have started the second quarter of play, and the Cardinals lead it 21-0. Only 10 yards to go. Theismann wanting to throw far side. Kind of a sidearm effort, and it was almost picked up. Mark Arneson is over there. Arneson and Williams seem to know what they're calling sometimes. They're back. Third down, 10 yards to go. Theismann being pressured by Bob Bell. Trying to come up with a tackle was Williams. Theismann still scrambling. Picked off by Carl Allen. Allen's got it. Flags are all over the place. 2 flags have been thrown, but Allen to the 41. I believe he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball.
Receiver downfield against the offense. We have illegal forward pass against the offense. Declined. First down.
Fred Wyatt indicating what he meant by that was that Theismann did in fact throw the ball past the line of scrimmage on that. Hank, let's look at that last interception that Joe Theismann threw.
You know, the amazing thing about it was John McDaniel, number 86, was wide open for a long time. Theismann just didn't know where he was, and by the time he released the ball, he was beyond the line of scrimmage. And
Tilly. They've used 3 offensive or wide receivers quite often in this game. Hart back. Tilly. And I believe he's got the first down. Let's see where they mark it. He does. He's inside the 30-yard line.
First down for St. Louis.
We understand Dyron Talbert suffered torn knee ligaments, so he'll be out. The Redskins are getting beat up in this game.
That's a severe loss.
A first down at the 29-yard line. Wayne Morrison. Morris continues to pick up the yardage. He's inside the 20 to the 18, and that's very close to a first down. The ball just short of the 15-yard line. 21-0. The Cardinals trying to go ahead by 4 touchdowns.
They haven't run a draw yet, and the middle area is wide open. Nope, they're going to throw it again.
Hart's got time. Steve Jones, and Gerard Williams has got it, but he was out of the back of the end zone, so it will not be ruled an interception. Williams was over the end line when he caught the ball, so they're an 8 of 17. The kick on the way by Bakken. And Jim Bakken's got it. And it's a 24-0 football game as Bakken hits the 32-yarder at the 10:05 mark of the second quarter. The Cardinals are off and rolling in the nation's capital.
They want to maybe do something to change the tempo of this game.
This is Green. Green's the kind of guy that can bring you back in a hurry. And Green's forward progress will be to the 40-yard line. Tony Green stopped just short of the 40. That'll be a 28-yard return, and the crowd now wanting something to happen. And Joe Theismann, who's thrown an interception, who's just had a tough time throwing the football. There's Billy Kilmer, 39-year-old Kilmer.
So far in the game, let's see what they do with this opportunity.
From the 40-yard line, Joe Theismann's going to throw on first down. Got a lot of time. Got a man open, far side. Danny Buggs, and they say he went out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Buggs says he's got a touchdown, but he doesn't. It's back to the 15-yard line. A 45-yard completion to Buggs.
Back, of course.
Let's see what we can see what the argument's about, Hank.
Play-action pass. He throws the ball right down the field, and evidently they think he's out of bounds when he makes this catch.
Nelson was the guy covering on the play, and so all of a sudden the Redskins at the 15-yard line. This is Thomas. Intercepted. What a play that time. Picking it off is Ken Stone. His 8th interception of the year. And Ken Stone, boy, that is some individual effort.
With the express purpose of trying to hit the halfback, Thomas in the flat, but Ken Stone, number 23, plays it perfectly, makes the interception, and St. Louis has possession, 1st and 10 on the 41.
So a 45-yard completion, a 33 interception, there's timeout. Al Chandler, who has a touchdown catch, comes to the tight end spot. Jim Hart, look out. Harry Brooks. Harry Brooks has him, and Hart may be shaken up. Now he's getting up okay. He's been playing with that sore shoulder. Picked up as a free agent. 3rd down and 20 yards to go. Little screen to Steve Jones. Chris Hamburger's up there, and he makes the tackle. So the punch block, lost his rhythm, then was picked up when Steve Little, the #1 draft pick, had some problems with the knee. A high snap, but he got it underway. This is Green from the 32. Green's got a little running room, and to the 40, and Carl Allen got it there, and the ball is loose. Carl Allen made the stop. Let's see who got the football. It's going to be Washington's football. Thomas, Harmon, the running backs. In motion comes McDaniel. Theismann on the second down. Being pressured. This is McDaniel. And McDaniel makes a fine catch, but that was quite a throw by Joe Theismann.
Watch, it's a semi-roll. He pumps, has to get outside, and then releases the football, but it's right over the top, thrown perfectly. And John McDaniels really makes a great catch.
That's a 43-yard pickup. 5:57 remaining before half. As a reminder, at halftime, the NFL Today, Brent, Jane, and Irv will catch you up on what's happening throughout the NFL. Thompson, McDaniel, the wide receivers. Second down and 7. Theismann over the middle. Mike Thomas, touchdown. Mike Thomas wide open, and the Redskins on that 13-yard touchdown strike are on the scoreboard now. Second down, 11 yards to go. Hart, second man, Chandler, he had it. I think it's intercepted and is. Joe Lavender, that's his first interception of the year. But the Redskins have scored, and they're coming after another one. Theismann, quick look, Ricky Thompson. Thompson, and that ball had to be thrown perfectly because Eric Williams was over there. A 15-yard pickup, and the Redskins now are moving. They have the ball first down at the 30-yard line. The teammates felt he should have been playing. On a second down. Pressure by Arneson, and help arise from Dawson. And Theismann is thrown for a loss way back to the 45-yard line. To go, 3rd and 24 from the 44-yard line. Bugs, McDaniel, the wide receiver. Theismann, pressure put on again by Dawson, gets it off to Harmon. Harmon's got some running room. Harmon is to the 32. He's still short of the original line of scrimmage, but he picked up 12 yards on that play. Ken Stone made the stop, and you could see his field start to open up for him.
Yes, they overran him. And
now, as Hank mentioned, he can throw the football. But Mosley's going to kick it, a 50-yard attempt, and it looks very good. It is.
Oh, he kicked it right through there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful kick.
That ball didn't move from left to right an inch as he drilled it right down the middle.
It looked like it was on a trolley line, went straight as a string.
Looked like one of your approach shots to the green. And now it's a 24-10 game with 1:55, and all of a sudden now the Redskins, after trailing 24-0, are back in it. Chandler jumping into the tight end spot. 1:49 left in the first half. Wayne Morris. And Morris piles up some more yardage. Harold McClinton drops him just across the 35-yard line. Wayne Morris now was 70 yards on 14 carries. Second down and 5. Steve Jones. Jones gets out to the 38. Mike Curtis in on the tackle again. And now Washington's going to use a timeout. They feel they're going to get a good crack at this football with 1:02 left in the first half of play, so they're going to use the timeout. So Jim Hart will go to the far sideline. Washington now with 1 timeout left.
As far as what happens, but they sure better pick up and do a good job today for that game to be more meaningful.
3rd down and 2 with 1:02 to go. They stop him here. The Redskins hope to get the football. A little delay up the middle, and they're not going to get the first down. Harold McClinton swarmed in on that play. It's 4th down. 6-yard kick by Mike Wood under some real pressure. So with 51 seconds, Theismann's going to try to do something. Dawson got him. He got away. Help arise from Tim Carney, and Theismann is really roughed up back there. Redskins no timeout. You see it. 2nd and 19. And McDaniel, I don't know what happened on that play. Evidently, with Niels going up in front of him, he lost sight of the ball.
Yeah, he did.
He can play like a wide receiver. Theismann, a lot of time. Fugit. He can hang on. He had the first down yardage. He was right to the front of that stick where he had to go, but that'll bring up a fourth down. Tilly is the wide receivers. Jim Hart got protection. Complete to Wayne Morris. And Morris picks up 5 yards to the 45-yard line, and St. Louis asks for a timeout.
Game now instead, and they've taken a tight end out.
They've done that a lot today. Here's Hart stepping up.
Tilly.
He got turned the wrong way, but Hart had to get rid of that ball before he wanted to.
Possibility, Gary.
3rd down and 5. They brought Wood, Little, and Bakken, 3 kickers. Here's Hart. This is Steve Jones, and now the Cardinals will ask a timeout again with 5 seconds. Chris Hamburger, and that is enough for the first down. Here's Hart. He's throwing it up for grabs to Mel Gray, and it's out of the back of the end zone, and that's the end of the first half of play. 24-10, our halftime score.
There are lots of batteries out there making all kinds of claims, performing all kinds of demonstrations. We simply say this: the J.C. Penney battery is so powerful, it's warranted for as long as you own your car. If it ever fails to accept and hold a charge, return it with proof of purchase. We'll replace it free. And it never needs water, ever. It's the last battery your car will ever need.
Welcome, everybody, to the light beer battle of the big guys. And there they are, 2 teams locked in mortal combat to decide the eternal argument over light beer from Miller. On one side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it tastes great.
Yeah, it tastes great. It tastes great.
On the other side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it has a third less calories than their regular beer. It's less filling.
Less filling. Less filling.
I feel strongly both ways.
I tell you, this is really no respect. Blue is the violet and red is the rose. You don't pull them or break your nose.
The tension here is almost unbearable.
Oh, you guys.
They can't go on much longer. Something big has got to happen soon. Holy cow, look at that.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, dolls.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I still don't know why they asked me to do this commercial.
Harold Robbins' bestseller, The Pirate, becomes a powerful television event. Starting Tuesday on CBS, Harold Robbins, The Pirate.
14 points. And kicking off will be Mike Wood. This is Tony Green, number 34, going back for the Skins. It was Green in game number 1 that just turned things around when the Cardinals led 3-0 in St. Louis. Green returned a kickoff 99 yards for a touchdown, the longest of the year, and that just reversed the tables. Right now, the Cardinals are the lead, and Wood kicks off. Near side, Terry Anderson. Anderson to the 30, 35, and Mike Wood, who kicked off, made the tackle. Gene Fugit starts the second half at the tight end spot. McDaniel, Danny, Bugs, the wide receivers. Play action on first down. Complete to Mike Thomas. Thomas to the 40, 45-yard line. Dragging Mike Dawson with him. This is a give to Clarence Harmon, the big fullback, and he's got the first down. He lunges forward just short of the 50-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Thompson along with McDaniel. A give to Harmon again, and Harmon very close to that first down as he's inside the 40, and he's got it. First down, Washington, and the Redskins are moving the football. And if they score first, Hank, the complexion of this game really changes. At the 40, a first down. Theismann on the first down. Pressure by Mike Dawson. Being chased by Allerman, and he is thrown for a loss. It was Dawson who got through first. Kurt Allerman then came over from his middle linebacking spot, and Theismann loses yardage. That's the 4th sack of the game for the Cardinals. On a 3rd down and 12. Theismann, that's Ron Jankowski. A flag is thrown. Jankowski got there first. And then coming over was Zook. And it's going to be holding against Washington. After a 45-yard kick by Mike Bragg. Give to Wayne Morris. And Morris now has just produced his best rushing day. He had 70 yards prior to that carry. He now has 78. His best effort of this season was 72 yards against Miami. So more.
1.5 yards in the play.
Second down. Give to Morris again, and he has the first down as he falls across the 30-yard line. Dave Butts over there to make the stop.
Good for you.
First down just across the 30-yard line. Bottom of the screen is Pat Tilley. Mel Gray split out at the top. A give to Wayne Morris, and Morris scampers close to the 35-yard line.
2 times in the first half.
Boy, you saw the Giants leading the Eagles. Giants losing in overtime last week to Washington. They've come back. Here's Hart. Hart to Tilley. Look out. Interception Williams. Gerard Williams. And Hank, that ball was just floating up there.
And nothing on it, and as a result was intercepted. Washington has possession on the 43-yard line.
So Williams picks it up. That's the second interception by the Redskins here today. We'll be back at the 8:42 mark. The Redskins have a chance to cash in and pull within 7. Theismann on first down. He's been throwing a lot on first down. Down there is McDaniel. Touchdown. So they waste no time. A 43-yard strike. That's the second 43-yard pass that Theismann has completed here this afternoon.
And they play-action pass. They fake the ball to Harmon. He goes back to the left side and just pumps it right up, throws it over the top of Lee Nelson. McDaniel, number 86, makes the reception in the end zone, and the Washington Redskins are back in the ball game.
Now, all of a sudden, it's a 7-point football game. The Cardinals led it 24-0, and now, with 8:36 to go in the third quarter, it's 24-17.
Wherever you may roam, you'll find us near your home.
Oh, hi, it's me again, posting and pasting more posters. This time it's for the first annual Delco battery sale. AC Delco is making it possible for you to buy a Freedom battery at a special sale price.
Thanks, Delco.
Wherever you see this poster, look for it in your neighborhood for a great price on a battery you can trust. Thanks, Delco. Well, you'll be saying thanks, Delco, too.
We'll see it right here on CBS. From the 25-yard line, this crowd is in an uproar. Hart on first down to throw to Wayne Morris. Morris got a lot of running room. He's got a first down to the 40, 45. He's all the way out to the 47-yard line. And that's a pretty good way to offset some of that momentum.
Yes, it was just a safety valve pass, and they were in a double zone that time, and it was amazing that they had that much success on the play. But there you see, out in front, Terry Steve, number 68, doing a good job of blocking.
Cardinals come fighting right back. Gray to the bottom of the screen, Tilley to the top. Here's Morris. Morris across the midfield, stripe to the 47-yard line. And Dave Butts, who's made some tackles in this game. He's third in the NFC with solo tackles, coming in here with 56, and he has a handful here today. Morris now has 90 yards rushing for the day. Here's Morris again. Look at him, would you? He's close to the first down. He looks like a brand new football player today as Dave Butts again makes the stop for the Washington Redskins.
The fact they've really done a great job of moving the ball on the left side. Keith Workman, Bob Young, Tom Banks, all of whom doing a great job. So let's see what they do.
Everybody is in tight. They're going to go for the first down, and Morris, boy, I don't think he got it. Harold McClinton was there. Looked like that exchange was not all that smooth.
No, it wasn't smooth, and that kind of a play is where they really missed Jim Otis. Jim is a great 3rd and 1 runner, or 4th and 1, or a half a yard. He'll manage somehow to get that first down. He runs with a lot he doesn't have any indecision, I should say.
Always under control emotionally. Boy, they got it, and they got it by what? The nose of the football.
That's all.
Third quarter. Wayne Morris. Morris continues to sparkle. He's inside the 35 to the 34, and he's becoming the big story of this afternoon. He now has 103 yards rushing. Down 2 yards to go. Morris trying to get it. He's in trouble. But you know something? I think he may have gotten that first down. Carl Lorch eventually made the tackle, and that was just resourcefulness on the part of Wayne Morris. Yeah. But he's a good blocker, and he's a real competitor inside, and he feels he's at home now at that fullback spot. They're just short of the first down.
Well, the other thing about him is, you know, he's got good, strong legs, but he's got very happy feet.
Happy feet.
Happy feet, and moves very quickly and can change directions quickly, and that's what happened on that play.
Happy feet. All right. That's one of those new ones. I hadn't heard that one. Last time he went for the first down, and he's going to do it again, and Morris has got it. Wayne Morris close to the 25-yard line. Coy Bacon, and they continue to run right at that right side.
Yes, they do, and they're doing a great job of getting off the line of scrimmage.
The time just outside the 25-yard line. 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Hart, play action, looking to Tilley. Pat Tilley at the 10. Pat Tilley, who really can run a beautiful pattern, did it there.
They did exactly the same thing they did earlier in the game. They fake inside to Morris on a play up the middle. Got a beautifully executed play there. 1st and 10, St. Louis.
Tilley now has 4 catches for 66 yards. He has 44 catches for the year. He came in here 5th in the NFC. First down at the 12-yard line. Wayne Morris tripped up. It's to go from the 10. Hart. Intended for Morris. He was covered by Dusack. So the field goal team will come in. Field goal attempt by Jim Bakken. Worley will hold. Kick by Bakken is on the way, and Bakken's got it. And so now the Cardinals have jumped back on top by 10 points as they lead it 27-17 with 2:54 left in this third quarter. As Jim Bakken made that look easy, and the Cardinals now have momentarily fought back against a fired-up Washington Redskin team. Has moved him up into second place, the all-time scoring list, ahead of Fred Cox. He needed 7 points coming into this game. He has the 2 field goals and the point after. Here's Theismann. Beautiful pass to John McDaniel. Kenny Green tried to make a diving interception, couldn't come up with it, and that's a 14-yard completion. And Theismann has been throwing the ball very well since the second quarter.
Yes, it was a semi-roll. He rolls to his left and really sets up nicely. His feet are in good position. His legs are in good shape as far as releasing the football. He gets it right on the money to McDaniel, number 86, and it's a first down for Washington.
Hugot is also split out. There's a delay. Mike Thomas to the 36. Mike Dawson made the stop. McDaniel bugs the wide receivers as Bucks checks back in. Here we go on the 3rd and 11. This is Hugot. And what a tackle was made by Eric Williams. In motion comes Pat Tilley. Hard on the 3rd down. Broken up. Looks like Dave Butts got a hand on it and did. And so that's the end of the third quarter here at RFK Stadium. With the score, the St. Louis Cardinals 27, the Washington Redskins 17. We now pause for a word from your local station.
When you farm your own land, the work never ends, but you do it with pride and all the strength you can muster. But now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer, Miller High Life.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear. Beer after beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Nobody decides to be a drummer.
Ralph, please.
You just find yourself drumming.
Ralph, please.
It doesn't make you instantly popular.
Ralph, please.
And no one asks you to play their favorite tunes.
Ralph, please.
But with endless practice
Ralph, please.
and fanatical persistence,
Ralph, please.
you get there. Your drumming isn't just noise anymore. And you're not the only one who thinks so. When a lifetime of work has gone into playing a piece of music, Pioneer thinks you should hear all of it. So we design our high-fidelity components not to add anything or take anything away. That's why we've become #1 today with people who care about music. Pioneer, we bring it back alive.
Start your Sunday evening viewing with 60 Minutes. Then a fight to the finish over money on All in the Family. Next, Mel's Thanksgiving runs afoul of the law on Alice. Then Lucy comes to Nashville. And on Dallas.
You may not be the father of our baby.
You tell me. It all starts at 7, 6 Central and Mountain.
Careful that they don't have a penalty on the play by going in it. No, they've got a return.
And Wood kicks another good one. Green at the 25. And it's picked up by Gerard Williams. Williams comes away with it. Good coverage that time by the Cardinals, a 39-yard kick. Huguet to the bottom of the screen. McDaniel, Bugs go to the top of the screen. On a 3rd down and 5. Theismann to Harmon. He's got it, and that'll be a first down. Flaring job today as Roger Worley's out with a couple of broken ribs. Nelson with an interception last week got a game ball in that game against San Francisco. Here's Theismann on a first down. Good pressure put on complete to Thomas. And Thomas very close to another first down. Theismann going for the first down, gives it off to Harmon, and he's on his way, but there's a flag on the play. Back to the 30-yard line.
Holding number 54, offense.
That's Kuzil, the fine center for the Washington Redskins. That's the first holding penalty. Theismann, complete. That's John McDaniel. And another flag has been thrown. It's against St. Louis.
And drives him back and then cuts to the inside, which is to his left. Gets a good jump on Allen. Allen is behind the flight of the ball. The ball is right on the money. 1st and 10, Washington.
To hang on anyway. Here's Theismann on the first down, and he's going down. Good pressure put on by Mike Dawson and also Steve Niels. Niels will get the sack.
Blitz, which they did. Steve Niels, 53, was blitzing on the play. And Carney was also blitzing on the play. And as a result, you just don't have enough people to block the linebackers. And
along with McDaniel, give to Harmon. And he's not going to go anywhere because John Zook made sure of that. Theismann on a 3rd and 20. Jankowski. And oh boy, did Theismann get hit, and we've got a penalty coming up. Bob Bell was late. Mike Dawson over there. Theismann was up for grabs on that play because he was fighting the tackle by Jankowski.
Yeah.
Personal foul, number 79, defense, first down.
So that changes things, Hank. It was 3rd and 20 on that play.
Yeah, here we take a good look at it. There you see Jankowski making the play. Theismann trying to spin away as he's falling.
Well, I don't know.
No, he was in the process of falling. He wasn't on the ground.
7 to pick up a 3 on that last. Bugs, McDaniel, the wide receivers. Theismann, he has been busy. Niels is after him. Far side, he got it off to McDaniel. There's a flag at the 41-yard line.
Play, but got away with it. We'll see what they call. There's a flag downfield.
Illegal motion. Tampa Bay's been an interesting team this year. They've scored a lot of points in some games, and they can't get their offense going the next week.
Well, the one thing about Tampa, they're an excellent team defensively, so they've always got a chance.
Reggie Haynes has now come in at a tight end for Washington. Theismann's going down again. Bob Bell, John Zook. That's the 7th sack of the game. 8th. Let's make it the 8th sack.
You know, one thing surprising me is a little bit about Theismann and what they're trying to get done is the fact that Joe moves so well that you would think on some of those obvious passing situations that they would roll right or left to get away from that pressure.
Here's a give to Steve Jones. Jones. And Jones is across the 35. Let's see where the mark is forward progress. He may have a first down. 8:23 on a first down. That last run was good for the first down. Morris, that's going to cost him some yards. Brad Dusack there. Morris trying somehow to get outside, loses big yardage.
You're not going to run right.
Hart with Bacon putting on pressure. Bacon batted it up in the air. Boy, that big guy is tough on the pass rush.
You know, it's incredible to see how well he reacted.
Murphy comes in. They have the nickel defense. Steve has come in as a wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. This could be a big play in this game.
The draw play would be very good here because of the...
And you called it. Here's Wayne Morris, but he's not going to get the needed yardage. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They did.
The deep man is Tony Green. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in this one. Wood hits another beauty. Boy, he got into that one. Green having trouble. And Green is going to be dropped just outside the 5-yard line. A 51-yard kick that time by Mike Wood. Now the Redskins, you can see Jack Pardee, a concerned Jack Pardee, as the Redskins have their work cut out for them. They trail by 10. That's 6:37 left in this game. Heisman from his own end zone. A flag on the play. Bugs again. That's 2 of them he's dropped.
It was at least 60 yards. Perfect spiral and right on the money.
Number 73, decline. 2nd down.
There's 2 interceptions coming early in the game. Far side. Bugs, but he didn't have it in bounds. He was out of bounds.
Right on target, except that they said he was out of bounds.
And he quite apparently is, Hank.
No question about it. Another good call on the part of the officials.
So it's 4th down. Just got a final score in. San Diego defeated Minnesota 13-7. That hurts their chances in the NFC Central. Gordon Bell on the fly. But he's not going to get much running room at about the 40-yard line. Benny Malone, who they picked up from the Miami Dolphins, a running back and a special teams player deluxe, made the tackle. A 37-yard kick. Series, a long time of frustration against Washington. Have it 1st down. Jim Hart, far side, Mel Gray. Gray coming up with his first catch, and by catching that pass, he now has extended his consecutive game streak to 71. 2 punch as far as the receiving department is concerned. Tilley, 4 catches in this game. Here's Steve Jones. Jones is going to lose some yardage. Brad Dusek made sure of that. Ron McDowell also in on the tackle as Coy Bacon and Perry Brooks will now check in defensively for Washington. 2 yards to go. Hart gives off to Morris, and Morris has the 1st down. So Wayne Morris continues to have his best day of this 1978 season.
With all the ammunition, both teams on Thursday.
Here's a give to Morris, and that's one of the few times he's been stopped. Coy Bacon did that. Chandler, who has a touchdown catch today, comes in at the tight end spot and from the 32-yard line. Hart to Gray, and Joe Lavender defending on the play. Kick. The Redskins going to have to get a big play. They go for the block, and Wood's going to make it into the end zone for the touchback. Washington, we understand, will lose Dyron Talbert for the rest of the year. He tore knee ligaments. He will undergo surgery tomorrow. So that is something the Redskins could ill afford to have happen.
Yeah, that's a severe loss because he's been a fine player for Washington.
And there's Theismann's stats. He's a 45, a 43, and a 43-yard completion today, and he's at it again. Here's Bugs. And Bugs hangs on to that one. You could see he cradled that one.
Yes, he tried to catch it with his body, with his arms, with his legs, and everything that time.
2-yard pickup. They have the next play called, wasting no time. Theismann wheels it out again. Fugit. Nice play by Lee Nelson. And a flag. We may have pass interference against Nelson. Well, that's an automatic 1st down.
Pass interference, number 38, defense, 1st down.
Nelson, the guilty party. Look at it, Hank.
Yeah, here we see it. The ball's in the air, and Fugit again is anchored. He doesn't come back for the ball. Nelson evidently goes through him, and the official calls pass interference.
Still, they've got a shot at it. Heisman's going to, well, he threw it behind the line of scrimmage, intercepted. And guess who's there? Ken Stone, his 9th interception of the year. Boy, what a year he's having. 9 interceptions for Ken Stone, and Theismann has upset it himself. On a 3rd and 6. Wayne Morris cracking across the 30 to the 32. Dave Butts again making the stop, and it's going to break up a 4th down. And
great illustration of it here this afternoon.
That last penalty going against Williams, a big rush put on, and Wood hit that one a mile high. Tony Green. from the 28-yard line. Would like to bounce back after really taking it on the chin last week from Dallas. That'll be coming up after this one. Here's Theismann. Eric Williams almost had the interception. A lot of scores coming her way. 47 seconds left. Here's Theismann to Thomas. Was he out of bounds? He was out of bounds. And Theismann's going to go down for the 9th sack of the afternoon. That's Keith Simons who was in there. 4th down, 17, Theismann. He'll get the intended receiver, but he had fallen down at the 45-yard line. And so the Cardinals are going to win this one. Bud Wilkinson, he's happy. And he well should be. I got to hand it to this guy. Jack Pardee, he's not happy. I got to hand it to Bud Wilkinson. He stuck it in there. The players, he supported them all the way. He never got down. He never got discouraged with this team. And he has talked about how great an association it has been with this club. He end up with one of those footballs as they go to the dressing room. And the Cardinals have picked up a 27-17 win over the Washington Redskins. They've won 4 in a row. They are now 4-8 for the year. The Redskins, on the other hand, dropping this game, now move to 8-4 for the 1978 season, and they'll be moving on Thursday against Dallas. 6 of the last 7, and the last 2 years were knocked from the playoffs in losses to the Washington Redskins. In fact, the last time they lost was the beginning of the end of the Don Coryell regime. That was when all things became public and everybody expressed their dissatisfaction. So 27-17. Our final score.